Hey guys, Supertecnoboff here, and I'm here with an unboxing, installation and review of the Zagg Invisible Shield for the Apple iPad 2. Now I've just purchased a shield for the front of my iPad 2. I just want to protect the screen because I have two cases, one for indoor and one for outdoors, and they nicely protect the back of the iPad 2, and the outdoor one protects the whole iPad 2 as well, so I'll have no need for the back protection. I just want protection for the screen of my iPad 2, and that's why I went and bought the Zagg Invisible Shield. Now it's a very good product to purchase. It protects your screen very nicely. No, you won't get any scratches, you won't get any kind of fingerprints on your iPad screen. And the thing with the iPad screen is that it is a fingerprint magnet, and it gets really annoying because I have to clean it virtually every time I use it because I just can't stand fingerprints on the screen of my iPad. So I bought this to help prevent that. So let's get ahead and start the unboxing. Oh, that wasn't very good. Reason being, there we go, that's better. So let's see what we get in here. So here it is. This is the Zagg Invisible Shield by Zagg. I bought this. Oh god, I can't exactly remember how much. I think it's around £15. I purchased this from the actual Zagg website, but I'm sure it's available at sites like Amazon as well. And as you can see, supports for the iPad 2. This is the front, and it's very good. So we'll get to that in just a minute. Let's just see anything else in the box. Nope, that's it. So just the shield here. So let's open this. Just look at the back. So it's got some information here about the Zagg Invisible Shield and so on, some images here as you can see. Very nice. So, okay, this isn't a very good unboxing, I must admit. Going a bit weird, but whatever. Now let's open and see what we get inside. So here is the shield itself for the front of the iPad 2. As you can see, it's got cutouts for the home button and for the FaceTime camera. Very nice. Here we've got, I don't know, just a piece of card. What else do we get in the box? I'm sure we get some other things in the box. Yes, we do. So we've got some, we've got a little spray here. So we use this, I think this is the spray you apply to your hands. I think there's two different sprays, I'm not sure. Let's see if there's anything else in the box. Nope, that's it. Okay, so yeah, this is the spray you spray onto the actual invisible shield and your hands. The reason why you spray it on your hands is to stop your fingerprints from going on the actual invisible shield itself. And then we've got a some sort of cloth in here and a little piece of plastic where we can use to push out the air bubbles once we've fixed the shield on our iPad. Very nice. So let's open this up. I'm not very good at unboxings, am I? Well, anyway, here we go. So yeah, this is the shield. Not the shield, oh god. This is the spray, and lol. Okay, and we get some instructions in here as well. Okay, so here is the little wipe we can use to clean the screen and so on. Here is our instructions. It's apparently very simple to apply this shield onto your iPad. Here we go. It's around 6 steps. Very simple. And I'll read those in a minute. And we get a little piece of plastic here. So a bit of rubber actually. And yeah, it's just to get rid of the air bubbles once we've put the actual shield on our iPad 2. So let's just move these things to a side. Right guys, so I have now turned my iPad off. Yep, make sure your iPad is off, and you need to leave it off for around, I think it's 24 hours. That's because obviously we're going to be putting this spray on the iPad, so we don't want the iPad on when we apply the spray. Make sure the screen is nice and clean. I've gone ahead and cleaned it. I've got a little microfiber cloth here. This actually came with another product I bought once, but it does a very good job at cleaning screens, so I kept it, and it still works very nicely, so that's good. So yeah, my iPad is now cleaned, as you can see, no dust, nothing. One sec. Just make sure it's completely clean. Make sure you get rid of all the kind of fingerprint marks and everything else, because obviously once you apply the shield, you can't really take it off. Well, you can, but I mean, it would, it would be kind of pointless to take it off and put it back on again. It just wouldn't work as well. You apply the shield and that's it. You leave it on. Once next time you take it off, it probably loses the quality of grip, and it's not really very good. You need to buy a new shield. So once you put it on, that's it. You leave it on. So you've got to do a good job of applying the shield to your iPad too. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the instructions. Alright guys, so now we need to apply this spray to our hands, and this is just to make sure none of your fingerprints go on the invisible shield or on your iPad when you try and install the invisible shield to your iPad. This is very important, because if you do leave fingerprint marks underneath the shield, then they're going to stay there forever, and they'll just be really annoying. So I'm going to add just some of this, like so. There we go. Now, the main important thing about spraying it to your fingers is to make sure that the tips of your fingers here are nicely moistened with this spray, because obviously that will help prevent any fingerprints going on the invisible shield. So let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. Alright, nicely moistened. So now let's go on to the next step. And so we're just going to simply peel the invisible shield from this little cardboard cutout here, and then we're going to apply the solution to the shield itself. So, yep. So yeah, let's go ahead and just peel this off gently. Take your time with this. You don't want to rip the shield or anything. You know how annoying that will be if you do rip it here, so be careful with it. When I first found out about information about this product, I kind of thought that the shield would be a lot stronger, but now I'm actually holding it in my hands. It's actually, well, before you apply it anyway, it's actually a lot weaker. So you got to be relatively careful with and make sure something stupid like this does not happen. Oh dear. Be very, very careful with the shield. Remember, you only get one go at getting this on your iPad 2 without any kind of errors or fingerprints, so make sure you do it right. So I'm going to go ahead and start the installation. This might take some time, so I'm going to play some nice music in the background, probably something from Nathan Wills, a great YouTuber, and you guys can watch the installation. Alright guys, so it's now 3 days later after the installation of the invisible shield for the iPad 2. This is the front shield, and now I'm just going to go ahead and review it and tell you my thoughts and opinions about the shield. So I've now turned on my iPad 2, it works just fine, thank goodness. Now, talking about the invisible shield itself, there are virtually no bubbles left on the screen, so that's all great. There is just one or two left near the top of the screen here, but they're virtually unnoticeable, and when you're using your iPad 2 it doesn't get in the way, it's not annoying at all, so it's nothing to worry about. The alignment of the shield is perfect. I did say it was a little bit off when I did install it, and it is still a little bit off. Obviously I haven't changed it from then, but it's nothing that gets in the way of the FaceTime camera or the pressing of the home button, so that's good. Using the iPad 2 and looking at images and videos and text or the brightness of the screen, none of those things get affected at all with the invisible shield. That's great, and that kind of backs up the name of the shield, as it's called the invisible shield. So it really truly is invisible. It gets out of the way, it protects your iPad 2 screen, but you can still use your iPad 2 with ease. So I'm just going to type in my code. There we go, and come to the home screen. So now we're going to use, let's try maps. I can just show you. So if we just zoom in, let's go to London, show you this. So the quality of the pictures looks perfect. If I increase the brightness, or the brightness is the max here, and you can see it all looks good. If I decrease the brightness, then once again the screen doesn't get in the way at all. Very nice. Let's try Safari. So here's macrumors.com, a very kind of favourite website of mine. I check it a lot, and you can just see viewing photos and text here looks perfect. If we try and zoom into some of the text, it's still crisp and clear. We can read it perfectly. So there's no decrease in quality of the content you'll see on your iPad 2 screen at all. So the invisible shield does a perfect job of protecting the screen while being invisible and not being annoying at all. Now, so my overall thoughts are great shield, protects your iPad 2 screen very nicely. I'm sure the back shield will do a very nice job as well. I don't have that, I didn't want that, but I'm sure for those of you who do purchase that, that will do just as well as job, or just as good as job as the front shield does as well. You can purchase this shield from different kind of websites, including the official Zagg website, which there'll be a link below, where you can go ahead and click that and purchase it. I would certainly recommend this shield, maybe not so much for an iPhone or iPod Touch, because their screens are so much smaller, it's so much easier to look after them, but with an iPad with a big screen, much more screen real estate, a shield like this can do a great job of preventing scratches. So overall, I'll certainly recommend the shield. I've loved it. I've used it now for quite a while. It's very easy to use, very easy to swipe between different pages, and very enjoyable to use as well. So thank you very much for watching this unboxing, installation and review of the Invisible Shield by Zagg. This is the shield for the iPad 2, and I'll see you in my next video.